I'm going to share something with you which sounds so ridiculous, you're going to think I'm lying to you. I've been a victim of stalking, harassment, identity fraud, identity theft, romance scams, even worse. My incidents alone, they've involved police services right across the country. I've had to file reports as a victim to the police service that I worked for at the time. Take a look at this. There's close to 50 fake profiles of me online across all platforms. Close to 50 that I know about. And the reason why I say that I know about is because I know there's more that I haven't seen, like on dating websites. And another reason why I know there's more is because some of the fake accounts, they block me. They don't want me to see them. Of course they don't want me to see them. Some people are even making money off my fake profiles. The fake accounts are on TikTok, Instagram, there's a few on Facebook. It's pretty easy to copy people's photos and their videos. And sometimes they advertise these fake profiles as my personal account, meaning I have my public accounts, but they use a personal account to reach out to people, to reach out to women, to be blunt, to strike up a conversation with women. And I've seen the direct messages. I've received messages from women asking me to confirm that they're really talking to me after months of intimate conversations with this other people. Listen, I hate to say this, but that's not the shocking part of this video. It's somewhat normal for anybody who's a public figure to have a fake account set up under the name. Listen, I should just say this, okay? Just to be clear, I have one verified Instagram account, one verified TikTok account, one X account, LinkedIn, Facebook page, one YouTube channel. If you're talking to somebody right now, unless it's my verified accounts, it's not me. I'm not chatting with you, and I'm not asking for money. A major police service last week, they reached out to me. They sent me a direct message from their verified police account. And they said exactly, "Hey, Randall, we aren't able to message you on Facebook. I'm pretty sure you've got an impersonator account. I'm fairly certain you wouldn't be in our comments hitting on women." This is a message from one of the largest police services in the country. And thank God they know me. And if they didn't message me, I wouldn't even know about this. So the first time that I had to involve police personally was I was working as a police officer and a call got transferred through from the front desk. And I'm in, again, full uniform. Call transferred through, and it was a woman who wanted to confirm that they were talking to me online. I didn't know this person, but apparently they were having conversations for months, and she saw my stuff online for a while, and she thought, this doesn't make sense. I don't think Randy would be talking like this person here. So she called. And again, thank goodness that she did. It wasn't me. And so naturally, I reported the matter, and I reported it because it's dangerous. This person is impersonating a police officer. These are my official police accounts. And they set up all kinds of fake accounts under dating websites. I was advertised as a personal trainer. Clearly, I'm not a personal trainer. But anyways, so I reported this because we found out that this person was messaging numerous women. But the scary part is they were actually making arrangements to meet up with some of these women. So here's the thing. If you don't know somebody online, what's the first thing you do? You check out their name, right? You want to find out who they are. Well, anybody who searches me online is going to see all kinds of different stuff, and they figure, oh, this is really kind of cool. Obviously, he's trustworthy. He's got a public profile. He wouldn't be playing games like this. So they assume they're speaking to me. But what was this person going to do when they show up at these locations, which were remote locations, and that's important to know, which are remote locations, and it doesn't end up being me? What was this person going to do? And that's the scary thing. It's all the unknowns. Now, the detectives investigated this, and this is in the past. I can speak about it, but the person, the suspect who they actually found, they were able to trace, was a guy living with his grandmother, and the matter was investigated. I'm not going to get into anything else that took place, but I mean, thank goodness they were actually able to figure out who this person was. And they were messaging multiple women to meet up with them. Okay, so that's a big one. There was a few smaller incidents in between. Second one is even bigger. It's worse. It's when I was a victim of stalking and harassment. The worst case I've ever dealt with as a police officer was my own. So I was contacted by another police service who were investigating a matter. I don't want to get into the details of the investigation, but this person was apparently speaking to me for months. I had no clue. I never go into my direct messages unless I'm following somebody back. I went into my messages, and there were thousands and thousands and thousands of messages from this person having conversations with themselves, because obviously I never once replied. I ended up taking screen recordings, screenshots. I sent everything to the police service. She was advised not to contact me, not directly, indirectly. There was all kinds of other accounts I blocked. There was other accounts. I started getting contacted by people who know this person, because there was a wedding that was being set up. And the first time that we met was going to be at the wedding, and that's would be the first time that we met face to face. And even though for months and months there was police reports talking, advising not to contact me, there's nothing. I've never seen this person. It didn't matter what I said to anybody. This person wouldn't take no for an answer. In her mind, we were in a relationship, in love. This wedding was approaching, and her friends were contacting me saying, listen, this is are you sure? Because everything's set up, everything's paid for. I forwarded everything to the police service. Or forgive me for jumping in here. I just wanted to make it clear that the wedding we were supposed to attend was our wedding. Her and I, we were supposed to get married, and that would have been the first time that we met at our wedding. She'd walk down the aisle, first kiss and everything else. Such a romantic moment. There was invitations that went out. That's how I was getting contacted by people that she knows and just happened to know me online. Invitations. There was a wedding registry where people were buying gifts. The venue, everything was set. Everything was paid for. I contacted police. I let everybody know that contacted me. I even put out something online. Maybe you remember it, me saying, listen, there's supposed to be something taking place this weekend. I have no part of that. I didn't know what to think about this whole situation. You just can't make this stuff up. I don't know if I was clear about that, so I just thought I'd add this. The wedding didn't happen. Obviously, the wedding didn't happen. We go past, or, a few weeks past. Then this person turned on me, okay? Then I was the worst person in the world. And all kinds of other fake accounts and all kinds of accusations were coming out against me. It was absolutely brutal because I was contacted by numerous police services because of some of the things that I was apparently saying or done from these other police accounts. It was absolutely brutal. This person drove to a police service and put out full video statements that I was involved in a major jewelry heist, which took place and made the media. Everybody knew about it. I'm sure you even know what I'm talking about by this video here.
This story is a sensational one, and one which probably, we jokingly say, belongs in a Netflix series.
But saying that I had something to do with this and I helped set it up. And of course, a police service, they have to, if they're looking for information, they have to take things seriously. But again, I don't want to talk about mental health, but I think that's where I'm going with this. It was just absolutely incredible. There was another time that local police and paramedics showed up at my house. I had the cop cars and an ambulance because they were concerned for my safety, my well-being, because apparently through fake accounts, I was saying all kinds of different things and they were concerned about my safety. Listen, they were doing their job. Thank goodness everything was reported. But I was actually in Prince Edward Island. I've mentioned in the past, I got a place in Prince Edward Island. I was in Prince Edward Island, and one of the officers who showed up at my house, they called me up and they said, Randy, listen, we're just here. Is everything? And I'm like, are you serious, man? Like, I was on the phone with them. I went through my accounts. No, I wasn't hacked. So obviously it was something different. And thank goodness that this person knew me and, I had to ask the questions, how I'm feeling, everything else. And I was in Prince Edward Island eating seafood. I never felt any better. But otherwise, if they weren't sure, then they would have had to send police in Prince Edward Island to my house or to my place there. I don't know how much more I should share. I mean, every story sounds unbelievable. At one point, I had over 6 police services involved in different cases that didn't have anything to do with me. Like, what a waste of time, what a waste of resources, all because of craziness online. And again, where I'm going with this is, if it could happen to me, then it could happen to anybody. Now, I'm thankful that I had access to resources to investigate these matters properly. But what about everybody else? What about the people who avoid social media or avoid having an online presence altogether, but still have fake accounts set up about them? Maybe the person from the fake account sends hateful messages or threats, and they don't have a way to properly defend themselves. So then now they're the subject of a police investigation like I was and taken through the ringer. Sure, they'll most likely be cleared of it, but only after spending thousands of dollars defending themselves and maybe having their reputations tarnished in the meantime, which can even be worse. And there's a flip side as well. People who say they were hacked or that there's a fake account of them, but they really actually are going after others online. They're just liars. They go after their exes or their partner's ex. It's sad. It's pathetic, but it's also sad. And this isn't completely unheard of. Even politicians have been caught using that excuse when they've been found guilty, when they're caught lying. Okay, so let's bring this together. Like so many other crimes, you are the first line of defense. All you can do is try to stay on top of these things. Just be sure you know exactly who you're speaking with. You need to confirm it. Call them up, old school. Ask them to send you a personal video to confirm it. Don't give out personal information. Don't tell them where you live. Don't send any photos. So basically all the things we tell our kids not to do, adults have to do as well. And adults, you know how many adults still fall victim to romance scams, even though the warnings have been out there for years? Every day it happens. And recently, there's one, I mean, it's sad, but somebody used AI generated images of Brad Pitt, and somebody's out thousands of dollars. It's incredible. And I love how often adults tell younger people not to send personal photos of themselves to anybody online, even their friends or someone they're in a relationship with. Like it's only young people sending personal photos and videos. Adults do it too, okay? It's been going on forever. You got to be careful. Before cell phones, they used to use Polaroids. Just be careful. If this kind of thing has happened to you, I'm sorry that it did, okay? But don't be embarrassed. Hopefully me sharing my stories, my ongoing saga, it'll inspire you to take action. If you're an avid user of any social media sites, try searching your own name and see what comes up. You never know. Knowledge is power. So please share this video with anybody you feel may benefit. Be safe out there, look after one another, and perhaps we will see you again.